I accidentally dropped my jade pendant beneath an ancient cauldron. I bent down to pick it up, but no matter how far I reached, I couldn't grab it, so I thought maybe I should try moving the cauldron. To my surprise, the moment I touched it, I lifted it with ease. The girl behind me stared in disbelief, because what I had raised was the 10,000 Jin ancestral cauldron. Suddenly, she remembered, but what he didn't know was that I was born with the sacred dragon blood physique. With pure physical strength alone, I could defeat anyone. Even my powerful master, a martial venerable, couldn't withstand my blows. Saying after more than 10 years of training, I still had no inner force. I felt ashamed when I heard that, thinking I had failed his years of teaching. But I didn't know the truth. He was just afraid if I stayed on the mountain I'd kill him one day without meaning to. That day, he threw me a jade pendant and told me to hurry down the mountain to find the girl, my fiancée. He said she possessed the phoenix vessel physique. If I stayed with her, my power would surge beyond imagination. I nodded and bid him farewell, setting off alone down the mountain. Behind me, I heard my master sigh deeply. Only then did I realize he was hiding something from me. On my way down, I ran into a martial hall master who was being chased by several men in black. I rushed in and saved him. Using my incredible speed, I vanished with him in an instant. To repay me, he brought me back to his martial hall and treated me warmly. The moment I met his daughter, my heart skipped a beat, but I had no idea she was the very girl I was betrothed to. In the days that followed, I stared at my jade pendant every day, still clueless about how to find my fiancée. Until one day, the master's daughter told me her father wanted to talk with me in private. I followed her into the room. After a conversation with the hall master, he finally learned why I had come down the mountain. When I showed him my token, he was too stunned to speak. But seeing I had no inner power, he had already decided I wasn't worthy of his daughter. So he pretended to know nothing. I was unaware of his thoughts and felt disappointed. Just as I was about to leave, a disciple came to report. Rival martial artists had come to challenge the hall. I was instantly furious. The enemy arrogantly declared this wasn't just a duel, they were here to collect corpses. As he spoke, they brought in a coffin to taunt us. I didn't want to fight, but their arrogance was unbearable. The hall master agreed to the match. To our shock, they sent out the top talent of the younger generation. Everyone's face changed. The eldest disciple stepped forward to accept the challenge. The hall master was pleased, but didn't know he had already betrayed us. After a few rounds, he surrendered on purpose. Seeing the enemy grow even more arrogant, the second disciple stepped out, unable to tolerate it. But the gap in strength was too great. He was clearly no match. Suddenly, he remembered my earlier advice. On the third move, the enemy would strike straight. Sidestep toward Kun position, strike under the armpit for a win. He gritted his teeth and followed through. And shockingly, he brought the enemy to the ground. The crowd was amazed, but the enemy shamelessly called for. The hall master scolded them for being dishonorable, but they sneered, saying the newcomer was a guest elder, so he was eligible to